Shalom. This is sincere milk from Yahweh Sat, Lion's Den. I camp out with Lion Den Hawan Ben Joshua from Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I like to say a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Rogak Rodash Mahamav. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawan. Salutation to the Arkham, to all the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, I'm going to say what I said before. Things are moving faster and faster, which is good for us, the Hebrew Israelites, right, who are in the four corners around the world. But not good for the Edomites or 2/3 of our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds, right? Now this popped up in my video, in my phone, Slakia, and it has to do with a horrifying grocery shopping has just changed, right? And gotta remember, they want to steal our privacy. But let me play a little bit of it, and then we take it from there. Here we go.
That's right. Are you guys ready to be scanned? To go into a grocery store, you won't be able to go in unless you scan your palm. Well, it's already happening in real time. We are on the verge of not being able to buy food unless you get scanned in. All it does is start with one store, and it's already happening. Information you guys need to know coming right up. If you guys are brand new here, welcome to our awesome community where we give you guys emergency preparedness tips, prepping how-tos, and news that affects you weekly. So if you don't want to miss a video, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. So you guys aren't blind. You've been noticing all of the AI that is slowly evolving everywhere in the world, especially China. Currently in China, a lot of people can't walk around without them being scanned, ID'd, license plate recorded, locations and destinations recorded. They're even recording and analyzing your mood. That's right, in some cases, if you're driving a semi-truck, AI will scan your face and detect whether you're getting tired or not. This is really happening. Scanning your face, detecting whether you're too tired to drive. And if they detect it, they're going to call your boss and shut you down. And did you guys know this is already happening in Washington, D.C. and some other locations? So here in
Give me a minute. Also, AI is going to be programmed to also know how to do iridology, which is the art and science of reading the eyes. Because the eyes have all those fiber nerves connected to each organ. It will be able to know what organ is strong and which one is weak, which one is healthy and which one is not. Let's move on.
This video, you'll see that you cannot even enter the Whole Foods in Washington, D.C. without scanning your QR code. Or in some locations, you have to scan your palm, like Seattle. And guys, look, there's no way around this. These are gates to not enter a subway where you needed a ticket to get onto the subway or to get on a train. This is an entrance to buy food, to eat, to put food on your shelves at home. This is insane. And this is what we're looking forward to in our future. You will not be able to go into a grocery store without being scanned. So this is what the future of grocery.
Okay, so as you can see, what is going to be coming soon near to your town. Also, remember and look into it now. AI that they keep saying is so smart, it's not smart. It will always be controlled and programmed by some Edomite or Moabite, some wicked bastard, right? Will have his hand up the AI's butt, but they're telling everybody that the AI is so smart that it will be able to think for itself, right? And hopefully have a conscience. To have a conscience, you have to have a spirit, okay? Let's get that clear. Also, what they want to do, as you can see, with this scanning at this time, is to implement and bring the mark of that beast, right? Because they want to remove something very valuable that we have taken for granted. Before I tell you what it is, I used to work as a physical therapy assistant, and then at night I used to be a fitness trainer. When I left the business, I got into working as a cow rancher. And I enjoyed it very much because I had one thing that I was not aware was so valuable. It's called privacy. I was in the outdoors. I had a lot of privacy. And I work only for room and board. I got to make that clear and announce that because of the way things are going on today. Anyway, that's what they want to remove. They want to know where you are and what you are doing at all times, what you are thinking, and who you are with. That way they can charge you for everything that you think that they do not want you to think, right? They want you to keep living in crowded apartments so you can hear your neighbors can hear you. If you fart, right? If you're having sex with your woman, they want to keep you clothes in. You got to ask permission and pay for that too. It's going to get crazy, right? The title of this lesson is called Horrifying Mark is Coming. I want to go to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, slave, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, except he that has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you can see how they bring in the AI, because they're going to want you to worship the AI, right? So then that way they can hide behind, right, the AI, just like the Wizard of Oz, right, that little short midget fatso, Edomite. And they're going to program the machine, okay, to their rules, to their laws, right, to keep you under their feet at all times, okay? Because they don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to receive the voice, right? The conscious awareness who you really are, the so-called Negros Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds. I want to go to Revelation chapter 7, verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our Yahweh in their forehead. Okay? So you can see that Yahweh the Father is going to send the Son out to tell the angels, hey, don't push the four corners of the earth to turn those missiles loose yet. Okay? That they're, which is, by the way, Russia and China and other countries, okay, that are aiming this way with that technology, with those sonic missiles, right? World War III. Verse 4, and I heard the numbers of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all tribes of the children of Israel. Okay? That means there was sealed 12,000 of each tribe. Verse 4. Is it verse 4? Give me a minute. I left it at verse 4. I want to go to Slovakia for that. I want to go to Revelation chapter 14. Give me a minute. Verse 9. we take for granted how beautiful the gift to have privacy, you know? Even though some of you might be married and have children, children need privacy, man and woman need privacy, and then husband and wife, sometimes they need privacy, from away from each other. That's very important because we need to spend time with Yahweh Shai, right? With Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai is very important. Okay, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receives his mark in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented, with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. Okay, now that's very interesting because at one time, working as a cow rancher with cows and sheep, I got to learn that the owner of that farm, of that ranch, did not want his animals to be with a chip, with the GPS, because it promotes tumor. You see? And what a coincidence that there was an old lady, whose doggy, when the chip was put on and she looked into it, she sued the veterinarians because they were supposed to inform her before putting that on the dog or on the animals, around the pet. So she sued. I was trying to look for the name of the case, but I couldn't find it. Slakia, you might have to look into it for yourselves, okay? I just want to throw that out there. I want to go to Revelation chapter 15. I'm going to keep it short here. Verse 2 all the way to 4. And I saw as it were a seed of glass mingled with fire, and then that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name, stand on the seed of glass, having the harp of Yahweh. Okay? So I hope that I be part of the 144 chosen elect, because then that means that I'll be having that super spiritual power. And yes, we'll be glowing. Okay? Like the last dragon. And we will send back as hunters to get these wicked elite who are going to be hiding in their bunkers under the ground, in the earth. They're going to be the first one we're going to put into slavery for 1,000 years for their wickedness. And when the 1,000 years is over, they're going to be exterminated. Okay? Because they're going to be committing the highest treason of all the treason they have committed. This is going to be the highest one, mounted with all the ones that they have committed. Okay? Verse 3. And they sang the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb Yahweh Shai, saying, great and marvelous are thy work, Yahweh, almighty, just and true. Thy ways, thou King of saints. Woo! Verse 4, who shall not fear thee, O Yahweh, and glorify thy name? Yeah, how you glorify Yahweh's name? Through the Son, Yahweh Shai. Because of that name that you've been taught to be saying and glorify, that Jesus, that is Caesar Borgia. Yeah, that blue-eyed, long blonde hair with high heels. They're the ones that brought that men with men, women with women, right? They're the ones that were raping our people, okay? Men, women, children, and babies that were doing that. And you find that in history books. It's not no big secret. Verse, let me see. Okay, still in verse 4. For thou only art holy, set apart, for all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifested. Yeah. Now remember, right now they're going to introduce it the way this man is talking about, where they're going to read your palm and where they're going to be able to read your eyes. That's how they're using the word facial reading, because they read your eyes. But if you Google facial reading cards, it will show you how the way your structure of your face is. You can get an idea of the person characteristics. That was one of the techniques that what's his name? I used to watch in TV years ago in the 70s. Sherlock Holmes. That was one of the techniques he was using. Okay? So once they bring in the which they're doing now already in America and in China, right? Reading your palm, then they're going to implement the mark of the beast. And when they implement the mark of the beast, they're going to have to do it in such a hurried, desperate way. Where Isaiah, give me a minute. See, Isaiah 50, chapter 59, verse 19. Okay? Because they're not going to they can't take their sweet time on it. They have to be moving quick because they're keeping eyes also in space with the Luciferian satellite dishes. They keep an eye on space as well to see how many massive so-called UFOs are going to be coming when that time happens, when that comes. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come like a flood, the Spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Yeah, because once they see those so-called UFOs, in the Bible they're called chariots, that means that Yahweh has sent Yahweh Shai with a host of angels. Okay, and if you look into the word host, that means militant, military, right? Verse 20, and the Redeemer shall come to Israel, Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, said Yahweh. Right? He's going to come to what? To the 144,000 chosen elect. Right? And 1/3. 2/3 will stay left behind to face the wrath of the fire of those missiles, because they are stiff-necked. They love the Edomites, they love this world, and they love the wine, right? The religions, the holidays of this wicked world. Okay? Let me play a little bit of this, and then I'll turn it off.
Stores looks like. How does that make you feel? And here in an article in the Seattle Times, here comes the full Amazonification of Whole Foods. And in this article in the New York Times, it reads, that was the question a cheerful Amazon employee posed when greeting me last week when opening up the Whole Foods market door in Washington, D.C., Glover Park neighborhood. She also blithely added, you can also begin shopping by scanning the QR code in your Amazon app. And the person said, let's go with the palm. And in less than 1 minute, both hands scanned on the kiosk, it opened up his Amazon account and he could start shopping. He goes on to say, for the next 30 minutes, I shopped. I picked up a bag of cauliflower, florets, grapefruit, sparkling water, and a carton of strawberries, and a package of organic chicken sausage. Cameras and sensors recorded each of my moves, creating a virtual shopping cart for me in real time. Then I simply walked out. No cashier necessary. Whole Foods, or rather Amazon, would bill my account later. There is no sense of privacy when it comes to that. Every move scanned, they know exactly what you're doing, to the point where you don't even have to pull out your wallet to leave. Did you know? More than 4 years ago, Amazon bought Whole Foods for $13 billion. Now the Amazonification of the grocery store chain is physically complete, as showcased by the revamped Whole Foods store in Glover Park. And if you haven't picked up by now, this is being run by full robotics and AI, phasing employees out completely. So as you can see in this picture right here, it's a picture of kind of the scanning kiosk spot where you place your hand over.
So you see, AI will always be controlled by the wicked, by the Edomites, right? They keep saying there's a smart AI. It's not smart. It's programmed, okay? Now they want to put that mark of the beast on everyone, which would be easier for the Edomites, right, to rape anyone that they want, okay? And then erase that you will not rape, okay? What they call that right now, what they have that, cyber sex, right, where people can be on camera and have sex with more than one person. Well, he wants to do that permanently, where he can do it whenever he wants, to whatever age he wants it, because he wants to own everyone's DNA. I hope that this was edifying, and with this I'll say, Shalom.